What's up, players? YouTube fam, we back. It's another day with the Hood Handicapper, and today we trying to get paid. We had a great day with MLB, and we're trying to continue that streak. And before I get into that, a slight recap on NFL Sunday. They turned me into 4-3 in one day because I had one push with a six. I said it was 6.5, but it fell down to six, so I caught six with the Houston Texans. So I pushed on that. Um, Vegas got in the way with my Texans game and my Ravens game. Them the only two losses that I'm really upset about that kept me from getting real money. I had a push game. LA Rams lost on my late game ticket. Early game ticket, I came with a fantastic four. Y'all would have seen me posting on Twitter. It was a good hit, but Ravens kept me from getting the bag because I ain't gonna lie, I had Ravens in my 2, 3 pick and 4 pick. I love the Ravens yesterday, so they just hurt my heart with that one. But other than that, we had some good money with Cincinnati plus 6.5, Seahawks money line, Chargers under 8.5, Vikings plus 4.5. You know, we did damage with that. Dak Prescott under 256 passing yards could have been a hitter, but they let them boys do what I didn't expect the Saints to do. The Saints came out, opened up a can of whoop ass on Dallas, so they had them playing from back, which was going to let them get more passing attempts to, eclipse them passing yards. And them being down as they was, the boy only had 290. We going to 256. So if they'd have kept that game right and implemented the running scheme like I said they was going to do, we would have been all right. They probably wouldn't have lost so bad. They might need me to be on the sideline. All right? But we're going to look forward to Sunday because I'm coming back with revenge because I like to display the lineups I gave y'all yesterday with football. And I'm going to come with 2 NFL plays for the day. Let's get into baseball. Baseball, like I said, we had a backdoor sweep. Light recap, Oakland A's under 8.5. We knocked that off. Washington money line, we knocked them off. LA Dodgers, same thing. Push game with Seattle under 7. I didn't tell y'all to tweak it like I always normally do. I guess I was rushing, but I swept the board. But judging by my recap, hey, we got to call it a push game because I didn't tell y'all to tweak that to 7.5. All right, so let's jump into momentum. Let's go ahead and keep that momentum up for today's picks with Major League Baseball. We're going to start that off with New York Mets minus 1.5 for my first pick. Mets been one of the hottest teams in the league, and I'm going against Washington. Washington got me paid, so now I want to fade Washington minus 1.5. Okay, then we're going to slide over to Minnesota money line. Minnesota money line. I'm going to fade the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland. I got the Cavaliers. Cleveland Guardians on the road and take Minnesota on the money line. All right. My third pick, I'm going Oakland A's 8.5. Oakland A's plus 1.5. Oakland A's is 8-2 against the spread on the road, losing their last game. And I just want to battle with Imanga and give me the plus 1.5 because Imanga isn't over 60% as a home favorite cover. You know what I mean? So I want to fade that. I want to capitalize on that 8-2, 80% last 10 games road spread with the Oakland A's. I'm going to slide over to Los Angeles Angels over 8. Tweak it to 7.5 because I do not like push games. You know what I mean? But I'm taking the LA Angels over. LA Angels over for my fourth pick. I got Reed Detmers on the line. Then you got White Sox, Cannon, who I think it's Cannon. But I expect the bats to fly. You know what I mean? 9 games, I think 7 Reed Detmers home games have been over, and then over trend doing the homework with the spread. So I'm gonna rock with the over. Last but not least, for the fifth pick for baseball, I'm going with the Houston money line. I know it's a tough call, tough gamble, but my homework said Houston do for the money line. I do know I even like betting with Aragati. I'm just keeping it. This is the disclaimer. Run them first four. If you don't feel the fifth pick, don't play with it. But Aragati, I don't bet with him. But the homework says Houston money line is a good bet for the day against Yu Darvish, and Yu Darvish doesn't play Houston too well. So that's the only reason why I dropped it and put some money on that today, because Yu Darvish don't kill him. So I think it's going to be a mediocre pitcher versus mediocre pitcher versus series. So give me Houston on the money line. And before I get up out of here, my 2 NFL picks for the day is I'm going to go with Atlanta Falcons plus 5.5. I really don't like it, but the public, everybody's just fading and jumping on the Eagles. Don't get it twisted. Primetime games, Jalen Hurts is 8-1-1 against the spread. So this is Just something I'm throwing out there that I'm fading the public. I'm taking Falcons, and plus that's my Dirty Birds mob. Give me the Falcons plus 5.5. Uh, you can tweak it to the 6.5, but the 5.5, I'm good with that. And then my running back for the day, I'm gonna go with Saquon Barkley. Rushing yards over. I think it's 71. I'm gonna take Saquon rushing yards over. You know, that's going to be the 2 pick for the NFL. Saquon Barkley rushing yards over. I really like the rushing and receiving over 100. You know, so you could pick. I'm just going to go rushing yards over. Because I don't think Kirk ain't in his groove yet. So we're going to be heavily relied on our running back. So give me Saquon Barkley rushing yards over. And we're going to take it. That's the 2 pick for the NFL. Falcons plus 5.5. I said Saquon, excuse me. Bijan Robinson. Rushing yards over 71. I apologize for that. Bijan Robinson, rushing yards over. All right, so before I get up out of here, let's do a slight recap of today's picks. We're going New York Mets, number 1 pick, minus 1.5. Minnesota, money line, 2nd pick versus the Minnesota versus Cleveland Guardians. Oakland A's plus 1.5, 3rd pick. LA Angels over 7.5, 8, 4th pick. Houston Astros money line on the road versus the Padres for my 5th pick, and 2 pick for the NFL for the night. Take Bijan Robinson rushing yards over and Atlanta Falcons plus 5.5. And there you have it. That's today's plays. Let's go get paid.